everyone. Happy New Year. Today is Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. And I hope you've had a great holiday season. And here we are all ready to begin a new year. Well, today's project, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek from our new upcoming mini catalog that goes live in 2 days. So we're going to be using a new tool, the brayer, from our upcoming mini catalog, along with an embossing folder and dies called Thoughtful Moments. And first, though, I am Terry Hartley, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I come to you from Rustic Barn Cards. All right, well, one more thing before I turn the camera down and share a couple more things with you, but I wanted to share my January card club. And I will be using a bundle from the new upcoming mini catalog, and that is Hooray for Surprises. And January's theme for the card club is birthdays. So let me show you kind of a sneak peek of the cards. And there are 5 projects for our January card club. You have, of course, the envelopes and the pieces to make everything. And then there is a little box, a 3D project. So 5 projects, and you receive between $23 and $25 in product. And your kit will come just like this. So you have designer series papers and ribbon and embellishments. And then, of course, your card kit is in here with everything that you need except for the stamping for the cards. And, of course, envelopes are included, too. If you are interested or like to read more information, in the description, you will find the link that you can go and find all the information for that. All right, well, let's turn the camera down so we can do some stamping. Okay, let me tell you some things that are going on in the Rustic Barn Cards studio. And our online global retreat, this is our 5th one, and it will be February 9th and the 10th. And we have early bird registration prices through January 5th. So right now is early bird registration through January 5th at midnight. And for United States, it is $69, and there's information where you can get all the details and to sign up. But it is 2 days of fun crafting. I'm teamed up with Connie from Great Stamping with Connie in Canada, and Sarah Brolin from Handmade After Dark in Australia, and Louise Daniels from the United Kingdom to bring you our 5th online global retreat. We have 2 options this time. So one option is the full retreat, where we will send you a retreat box with a goodie bag worth over $25 of product, and you'll have pillow gifts and the tutorials. And then, of course, we have a private Facebook group where all the magic happens, and we have a kickoff party before the retreat starts, and then we have an after party after the retreat, and those 2 are on Zoom, so you can talk to the other crafters and get to know us and your fellow crafters. And there's much more. Prizes. I didn't even talk about prizes, but yes, of course, we will have prizes too. And then the second option, you will not have the retreat box sent to you, but you do have access to the Facebook group and the tutorials. So again, all the information, just click on that link and you will take you over there and you can read all about it. And as I showed you that our January card club, and this is a subscription, but you can most definitely give it a try and sign up for 1 month. And if you like it, continue. And if you decide you don't, you can easily cancel. So registration for the Rustic Barn Card Club, which is $39.50 here in the United States, is through January 10th of 2024. And again, you have 5 projects. And I just love this designer series paper that is in the new mini catalog that I am using on this project. The paper is called Lighter Than Air. And of course, you receive $23 to $25 in product each month. And you can always add on the bundle or just choose whatever you have in your stash. All right. The next thing coming soon is the mini and celebration kickoff. And so I'm going to be coming to you a week from today on January 9th. And then for the 9th, the 10th, 11th, and the 12th at 1 p.m. Central. And I will be sharing new products from the celebration and our new mini catalog. And it will be free for everyone to watch. And you can watch that on my YouTube channel or Facebook at Rustic Barn Cards. And there will be an ordering special and some prizes. So I hope you can join me on that. And this is our new mini catalog that will be released in 2 days on January 4th of 2024. I cannot open it yet, but in a couple of days I will be able to. And then the happiest time of the year, although we generally think of Christmas as being a happy time, which it is, but in the Stampin' Up! World, January and February are the happiest times of the year because you can order and receive free product. So celebration is when you place a $50 order, then you can get a free item out of the celebration. There's also some items that you can earn by placing a $100 order. And if you place a $100 order, you can choose a $100 item, or that's level 2, or level 1, you could choose 2 level 1 items. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. This might be your first time, but if it isn't, what a wonderful time of the year it is when celebration comes around, which is January and February of 2024. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on our project. So here is our brayer, and it will be in the mini catalog. And it has 2 little feet, so it will stand up. And so today I'm going to show you how to apply ink and apply it on a hybrid embossing folder. But of course you could use it for any embossing folder. So let's look at what we have here. This is a hybrid embossing folder, so it comes with dies, and it comes with an embossing folder. And today we're going to look at how you can use the dies and cut out all of the words. So we have thank you, oh happy day, thinking of you, love you, you make me happy, get well, with sympathy, celebrate, and just because. And what I like about this is that you can die cut all of the words out, or if you use just a smaller piece of cardstock, of course you can just pick and choose what you want to cut out. Now, before I show you how this works, let's look at the dies. So you have the dies with the words is on one complete die. And then you also have some extra dies, some flowers, some stars, hearts, like a little rainbow, some leaves. And then these could most certainly be butterflies, it looks like to me. So I haven't cut any of these out, but I have been playing with this larger die. So I ran this through on fresh freesia. And so let me show you what that looks like. We're going to be, so this is without using the brayer to add any extra ink. And we are going to be doing that today. But I just wanted you to be able to see. So I just cut a 6x6 piece of cardstock and fresh freesia, and then I put it in with the die and the embossing folder, and then I have all of these words to choose from. So this is lovely, but today we're going to be adding some ink on our cardstock to make the words stand out a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to line everything up. But before I do that, let me show you the Designer Series paper that we're going to use for our card today, Perennial Lavender. And it is just simply gorgeous. And we are going to use this piece right here. And then, of course, on the back is a little more subtle. And so, again, you have this beautiful paper. And then on the back is a crumb cake with some leaves. And you have 2 of each sheet. I'm showing you the second one. So this one right here, the back is also lavender, and this is the page, the Designer Series paper we're going to use. And again, I already showed you the back of that. And then we have another one. I can get that in there with some butterflies. And then the back is plaid. And let me see. Here is another sheet. Isn't that beautiful? It is so gorgeous. And then the back. And then here's another sheet of the Designer Series paper. And this is beautiful too. So just gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in my cardstock, which is going to be crumb cake. You also need basic white. So our crumb cake card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then the inside layer is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I'm going to bring in gorgeous grape cardstock, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then our Designer Series paper I've already cut, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have a strip of Designer Series paper, and this is 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then I have taken our 2 3/8 circle punch and used that for crumb cake cardstock. Although I also have in basic white, and we'll decide which we like better as we go and make our card. All right, but I want to show you the hybrid dies and how this works, and the embossing folder. So with this, notice that on front here you have the Stampin' Up! Logo, okay? And you're going to open this up, and you're going to take these dies, and you're going to place it so the cutting part is up toward you. And then you're going to put it on the side that has, going to place it on the side that has the logo. So you're going to place this, and it'll just fit right in there. You can kind of move it around, and it will fit right in there. Then you're going to place your cardstock, and we're going to be using fresh freesia again. So then you're going to place your cardstock on top of here, and although we'll have a 6 by 6, and then you close this, and then you will run this through the cut and emboss machine. I will cut that so it will go through the cut and emboss machine, because this is about 6 inches, and of course our cut and emboss machine is about 6 inches too, but it will fit perfectly. So I brought in a 6 by 6 inch fresh freesia, and now we are going to go ahead and we're going to get a little bit messy, because we are going to use our brayer, and we are going to add not ink on our dies, but we're going to be adding ink in our embossing folder. All right, so I'm going to bring in a brayer. I'm going to be bringing in a Gorgeous Grape. I'm using a darker color than the cardstock. The cardstock is Fresh Freesia, but I want to use a darker color so it kind of, when we die cut it, it kind of highlights that. So I'm going to pick up the brayer. Now remember, it has 2 places for the feet, but I'm actually going to turn it over so the feet does not get into my ink, and it probably wouldn't. If you have anything on your, I have a couple like little crumbs or something, you can take like a microfilm cloth and clean that. Okay, so now I am going to hold my ink pad, and I'm going to take the brayer, and I'm going to start on one end, and I'm going to go, and then I'm going to pick it up. So I'm going to come back here, and then I'm going to raise it up. So I'm rolling it across and then picking it up, coming back and doing the same. Then I'm going to continue that and kind of move down the brayer. So I'm picking it up and rolling on the ink. And I probably have plenty of ink on here, but I just wanted to show you. So again, pick it up, so roll it and pick it up, come back, roll it and pick it up. And it just depends on how much ink that you want, how much to keep rolling. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. And then I'm going to bring in our embossing folder, and I'm going to be applying ink on the side where you see the Stampin' Up! Logo. Okay, so, and I'm going to go ahead and add ink. Just roll it on. Now, if I think I need a little bit more, I can go ahead and come back and pick up some more ink. And then I can look and I can just go ahead and roll the ink on. And I want to make sure that I get that T that's kind of close to the edge of the folder, and that C. And I think that looks good. All right, now I am going to use those feet. And again, I'm going to get the ink out of the way. I'm going to place this right here on that feet. I am going to bring in, back in our dies. And I'm going to bring the cutting side up. The cutting side's going to be up. And I'm going to place it right on top of where I inked up all those words. And it will just fit right in. You can just make sure that it locks in. Then I'm going to bring in my 6x6 Fresh Freesia. I'm going to close the embossing folder. I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to run this through the cut and emboss machine, and I'll be right back. All right, I moved the brayer out of the way so I wouldn't get into that, and I brought this. I just ran it through, so I wanted you to see exactly how this works. So we will pick up our dies. And we have our words. And notice by adding a darker color to my cardstock, then that just highlights. It highlights the words. Thinking of you. Oh, happy day. Gonna move this out of the way. And then these just come right out. We have hello. thank you, and get well. So let me show you the difference. Here's the ones that I did not add any ink, which looked just fine. But now with using the brayer and adding ink, you can see how this really gives it a pop of color, doesn't it? So you have a couple options. So you can use your brayer to add ink, and of course your brayer would add ink to any embossing folder that you wanted to. And that is the Thoughtful Moments. I just wanted to let you know how to clean. So the folder, you can just take it right under the faucet and just run some water on it and then let it dry. And the same with the brayer. Go ahead and just run it under the faucet till your water is clear, and then it will be looking brand new. So quick and easy to clean up the brayer and the embossing folder. All right, let's go ahead and put our card together. And I'm going to bring in our inside layer. And we're going to add that little strip of Designer Series paper right here on the side. So I'll just add some ink. Oh, not ink. I'm going to add some glue. I'm going to add some adhesive. And then we're going to just place that right. I probably should have grabbed my silicone craft sheet. What I like about the silicone craft sheet, which is this right here, is that you have the ink gets, or the adhesive gets on the silicone craft sheet, but it doesn't, you can just wipe it off, so it doesn't stick on your stamping surface. All right, now we can go ahead and add some adhesive to our inside layer. And place this right inside. So I'm using creme cake for our card base. We'll lay that aside. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in our gorgeous grape and our Designer Series paper. And I did give those measurements earlier before we use the brayer. And all of these products, this Designer Series paper, the brayer, and the hybrid embossing folder and dies will be in the upcoming January of 2024 Stampin' Up! Catalog coming out on the 4th. And if you're a customer of mine, you should have already received your catalog. If you do not have someone to send you a catalog, please reach out to me, and that information is in the description. So we can just place this right on here, or we could also pop it up with dimensionals. I think today I'm just going to go ahead and add adhesive, because we're making a quick card. But this Designer Series paper is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure that you agree with that. All right, so what do we think? Do we want to use, for our sentiment, do we want to use crumb cake, or do we want to use basic white? And of course, we could use hello. That would definitely, fit on there. Celebrate. You could also use, it would go over a little bit, but you could certainly use that. This time of the year, we have lots of thank you cards to send, right? So this would make a beautiful thank you card. Get well. I mean, just all of these. Notice just how easy it would fit on this 2 by 3/8 circle cardstock layer. And so I think I was going to do a get well, but I kind of like that thinking of you. Okay, so let's try it with the crumb cake. And I had planned to use the crumb cake, but you know what? I think I like that pop of white. So I think that we're going to use this. And I am going to go ahead and bring in some dimensionals, and we are going to go ahead and pop this layer up. And it looks like I've got one more here, but so when your dimensionals run out, don't fear. Go ahead and use around the edges too, because just cut them in strips or pieces and just go ahead and use them. Okay, we're going to pop this up. I was going to do right in the middle, but that cute little butterfly. So I think we're going to put that right down here on the lower right. And then we are going to pop up our thinking of you. And we could bring in a mini. Dimensional. Make sure it doesn't show, and I don't think so. Take the backings off. Then I'm going to be using some new embellishments too, so stay with me. Let's bring our card back. Thinking of you. Right, like that. And of course you could use the crumb cake, or you could use the basic white, and you could most certainly place it in the middle, but I liked all these butterflies. All right, I'm going to bring in, this is some new gems from our upcoming mini catalogs, Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. And I like to just, a little tip, you can just cut the side, because I haven't opened these yet. So I wanted to open them and share them with you. And then this just slides right out. Sometimes, though, I do have to, and I just cut a little slit going across, and then they should slide right out. Well, this one's not too well, but there we go. Okay, and so let's just go and take it all the way out so we can raise it up and you can see all of the beautiful gems. So we have like 2 different colors. We're going to use this right here. Or actually, I think maybe there's like Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, and Blackberry Bliss. I don't know for sure, but it would say in the catalog, but I don't have the catalog right here, and I can't open it on camera, but that would be my guess. I could be wrong, but you can look in yours. I think we're going to take the Gorgeous Grape. That is what we're going to use. And we're just going to place one right there. Place one over here. And one right here. All right, I'm just making one card today because I did want to, I wanted to share with you about the Thoughtful Moments dies and the embossing folder. So here we have used the words from the embossing folder, Thinking of You. So this is a very quick and easy card. You can most certainly make multiples of this card, and you have all of these words that you can use to make different types of cards. So one of the things that I like about this embossing folder of Thoughtful Moments, you have all these beautiful sentiments. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed today's crafting session with me. I hope I've brought you some value. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If this is your first time here and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button. I appreciate that. And give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I enjoy reading all the comments. So Again, I am Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. I will see you next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central, and that will be my first day of 4 days of my catalog launch. Don't forget, if you want to get in on that early bird special with the online global retreat, you can get all the information by clicking that link in the description, and that early bird registration goes through the end of Friday, January 5th. All right. Have a blessed week. Happy stamping. Thanks for watching. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards, and bye for now.